I feel like I'm too close to this plant. I think, am I centered now? Hi guys, this is Haps and welcome back to my channel and happy Sunday to you. If this is your first time coming across my channel, hi, my name is Happy. I do hair and skincare, I do makeup as well as random vlogs. If you would like to see a bit more of me and my videos, please feel free to subscribe to my channel. Also, click on the notification icon just so that you are notified whenever I drop a video. My videos are mostly up on Sundays at 11:50 South African time. So one of my subscribers suggested that I do a bit more of these kind of videos where I sit down and chit chat. Another subscriber asked that I speak a little about my experience living in Dubai for 5 years. And I thought, oh, wow, there's a reason for me to sit down and chit chat. So today I am going to be sharing with you a little bit about my experience living in Dubai and the culture there and getting around accommodation, price, and the cost of living and all of that. So yeah, let's get into it. I am going to keep looking on my left. I did scribble a few things down, so I am going to look on my notes as I go along. And that sound we are hearing is my beloved just having his lunch. He's having his lunch, and so that's what you can hear in the background. Hopefully, you won't hear a lot more of that. He's just about done. So I moved to Dubai in January 2015. The move was abrupt, but it was not unexpected. Side note, be careful what you put out into the universe, as that might just manifest. Because I was working in an office that was close to the airport. And I remember snapping a picture, I think, of a plane taking off or landing. And I captioned, I am going to Dubai, or Dubai, here I come, something like that. And a few months down the line, I made this move. So careful what you wish for, because you might just get it. So anyway, back to this story. It is December 2014, and I live next to a very terrible drunkard who one day forgot to lock up the gate on his way in because he was too drunk. And robbers saw that and they let themselves into my flat and they helped themselves to almost everything that I owned. Luckily, I wasn't home, so thank God for that. A neighbor called me and said, "Yeah, you need to come home." And I did. The moment I got there, I just broke down and I made a decision to move right there and then. I knew that I no longer wanted to be in South Africa another year. Fast forward a little bit, I sell everything that was left, which was almost nothing. And I remember calling one of my friends who had just moved to Dubai, and I said, "Girl, you have got to give me your agent's number because I want out. I cannot be in South Africa anymore. I am not safe and I am just done with this place." So she did, and I reached out to Richard, the agent, and I told him, "Richard, I need to leave South Africa ASAP. Do you have anything open?" And he told me that the next open day would be in a month or two. And I told him, "Listen, put me at the top of your list because I do not want to be in this South Africa anymore." He did, and we spoke about the costs and the process, and I was okay with everything. I was like, "Yes, okay, I'm in. Yeah, yeah, I'm still in. No, I don't care. I don't mind. I want in." And so, yeah, 3 weeks after reaching out to Richard, I was on my way to Dubai. I know someone is going to ask how much this was, so I rounded it off to 10,000. That 10,000 is including the agent fee, the medicals, the police clearance, my transportation, photos because they wanted me to take photos as well, measurements. What else? There's one more thing I think I'm forgetting. I don't know what it is. Oh yeah, they wanted me to buy a black skirt as well as black trousers as well as black shoes and stockings. So all of that I think amounted to 10,000 rand in total. Also, I am going to leave Richard's details at the end of the video. So when you get there, just pause and take a screenshot if you are somebody that is interested in reaching out and just hearing what is the process, or if you're someone that was willing or wanting to go that side. The last time I spoke to Richard, he was still placing people in the UAE. I don't know about now. So I will just leave his details and then you can contact him. Just a quick disclaimer as well, this is my experience and it is things that I observed or went through. So experiences are going to differ. So also remember that I came back in 2020. So a few of the things that I'm going to talk about and mention might have changed or are no longer in place, or they've been revised or whatever. Okay, so just keep that in mind. I'm sure a lot has changed. It's been 2 or 3 years since I came back. So let's speak about accommodation. My employer provided accommodation for me, but also depending on your reasons for going to Dubai. Are you going there on business? Are you going there for vacation? Will you be there long or short term? So basically, there's something for everybody. Location will ultimately determine how much you will pay, because if you are going to stay on in downtown Dubai or in the Palm where most of the millionaires or billionaires stay, or if you are going to be in the very famous JBR where most tourists choose to stay because it's close to everything, so you are going to pay more compared to the areas which are more inland. Now let's speak about getting around. Getting around in Dubai is very easy. You've got taxis, Ubers, buses, trams, trains, or you can even use your own car to get around if you can afford that. So getting around is very, very, very easy. Communication, English is widely spoken over there, so you won't have an issue with speaking to anyone. Religion. Well, Dubai is an Islamic state, but you will find other religions being practiced there. So if you are maybe Christian, you will still find churches there. There are only two seasons in Dubai, summer and summer. Summer and summer. The place is excruciatingly hot, especially during May until September. The heat is intense. Your temperatures can go from 30 degrees to 45 plus degrees around that time. So I wouldn't suggest anyone visiting around that time, because you are asana. It's unbearable. It is uncomfortable. You are constantly just sweating profusely. No, it's not cute. Don't go there at that time. Go home. Even though it is hot, you are going to find that there's air conditioning almost everywhere. In the car, in the bus, in the mall, in the train, in the tram, you will find air conditioning. Even in the, those little stalls where you wait for the bus stop, you are going to be air conditioned. You're not going to just melt away and burn to ashes or something. Activities. What can you do when you are in Dubai? A lot. Whether you are an adrenaline junkie, or you are a clubbing king or queen, or you are just a hippie that just likes to be out with nature, you will find something for you. You will find something for you to do. There's enough activities for you to do for a whole year, and you would not even have to repeat one. Milestone activities, you can't do activities by yourself, right? One thing I can tell you is that you will easily make friends in Dubai. Like, Dubai is the United Nations. Every nationality that you can think of, you will find there. Still on making friends and mingling and all of that, how is the dating scene? The dating scene there is big. It is beautiful. It is colorful as well, because remember I told you there's tons and tons of nationalities that you can meet with. But if you are somebody that has a specific preference, your pool can be a capsize. How safe is it with all these nationalities being in one place? Dubai is ranked one of the safest places to stay in the world, which is beautiful for a woman. because that's one thing I feel we want the most, to feel safe. You will still find crimes here and there, but there's not a lot of those because crime there is punished sana. You will get prison time, you will get deported, and in some cases, completely banned from ever coming back into the country. So now I'm going to go into a few things that could land you behind bars in the UAE. Let's do do's and don'ts. I'm going to start with the do's. Do be respectful. Dress respectfully, speak respectfully, and be respectful of those around you, especially the locals. Another two is do bring with you a scarf wherever you go, especially if you're going to have your shoulders and your arms or your legs up. Like if you are going to wear something with a cleavage or you're going to wear your short shorts, always have a scarf handy just so that if a security officer stops you, you are able to cover up because that is going to be offensive to some locals. And if they do report it, you could get fined. Those that are staying long term, if you are somebody that enjoys a drink in their house, I would suggest that you get a liquor license because if you are caught with liquor in your house and you don't have a liquor license to buy alcohol and bring in your house, you are going to be in jail. Okay, I think that's enough do's. Let's do the don'ts. Don'ts. What can you not do? A lot. Do not drink in public. You cannot be walking around there with your savannah in whilst you're walking your dog. That's going to land you in jail. Yeah. If you want your alcohol, you can enjoy it at home if you have a liquor license, or you can go to a club, a restaurant, or even a hotel lobby or something to enjoy your alcohol. Yebo. PDA is a no-no. So you can hold your hands, but kissing and sticking your tongue into someone else's throat, no, nope, frowned upon. Fights, violence, and littering could land you in jail. Well, littering will give you a fine. You get a fine for that. Violence, as well as fighting, like street fighting, or someone reports that you've punched them or whatever, that is an offense. So I know two guys that got into a fight. They got terminated. Their contracts, that is. Oh, shucks. The way I said they got terminated. Yeah, their contracts were terminated. You know, when you don't have a contract and then you can't stay in the place because now your visa is not sponsored anymore. So you have to get a new job, get a new sponsor, or leave the country. So, yeah, those are the consequences of not following the rules and deciding to fight in a foreign country that doesn't allow fighting or does not tolerate fighting. I think that's enough don'ts as well. The do's and don'ts, I feel like these are applied a bit leniently when it comes to well known people like your celebrities, right? So my advice is do as you are told, not as you see, not as you see on Instagram or whatever. Follow the rules and be obedient, son of the law. What else would you want to hear? The cost of living. The cost of living. For me, I would say the cost of living was relatively lower compared to South Africa because, once again, my employer was paying for my accommodation, my transport to work every day. I got 3 meals a day, and my salary was not taxed. And I don't think there was VAT also. But I think this has changed because around the time that I was coming back, they were slowly introducing tax, especially VAT. So I don't know now where it stands, but yeah, at the time it was relatively lower compared to home. Let me just answer a few random questions as well. Do I miss it? Do I miss Dubai? No. Would I ever go back? I would go back only for vacation, not to stay. Favorite moment. Ooh, I should have saved that one for last. I have too many to count, too many to count. But there's a few occasions that involved a lot of beverages. I enjoyed those to the max. Yeah. Ooh, favorite part. Favorite part is being able to go to a fancy restaurant and get a 50% discount. Favorite. Favorite. Listen to this. You get home and you decide, oh, I am off for 2 days. I am going to go out with my friend or roommate. So you will take free transport to the restaurant and coming back, and you still get 50% off. I mean, I think that was my favorite thing to do. Going out and spending so little, but getting the most experience ever. Do I have any regrets? Absolutely not. That move was one of the most beautiful decisions ever. I learned so much, I grew so much. Do I have any worst moments whilst I was over there? Yes, going through a breakup in a foreign country where I felt alone and very, very sad for a while. Another worst moment was me losing my grandmother whilst I was over there. I felt like my family needed me, I needed my family, and I was just away. I could not wait to get home, which I did. And I said my final goodbyes to my grandmother, paid my last respects, and I was happy and I got closure. I miss it all. Do I have any advice that I would give to someone that is wanting to go that side? Yes. So Dubai is a very beautiful place to live and work, and you can grow there immensely. But also, Dubai is very fast. It is very bright, and it's also very vast. You can get distracted and get thrown off your course if you are not careful. People will sell you dreams. There will be small, tempting, illegal activities that you feel like, oh, I can get away with this. Do not do it. Yes, go on there and enjoy your life, but keep an eye out for these things, as a small wrong move can change your life forever, and not in a good way. Because one thing I can tell you, those people will get to you. Oh, another thing I forgot. When you are there browsing the internet, browse carefully, cases. Browse carefully, cases. Because what I can tell you is that they have ears and eyes everywhere. Okay, I think that is the end of the video. I think I've covered most of the questions you may have had, or at least given you some light as to what life is like over there. If you have any questions, though, you can leave those down below for me, and I'll be happy to get back to you on those. And yes, until then, I am hungry now. Until our next video, you guys stay happy. Cashew nut, yum. You?